Hello everyone, I am Janeline Sibaton from BSE Major in Science, and today we will discuss the lesson 4.4, which is the stakeholders and curriculum implementation. And here are the desired learning outcomes that we need to achieve at the end of the lesson. First, identify stakeholders of the curriculum, and second, enumerate the role of each stakeholder. Who are involved in curriculum and curriculum development? The persons who are involved in curriculum and curriculum development are the persons who we call the stakeholders. Stakeholders are individuals or institutions that are interested in the curriculum. These stakeholders shape the school curriculum implementation, and they are involved in different ways, and you must be one of them. Together with the teachers, school managers, parents, and even the whole community have interests in school curriculum. Each one of them has their own part and responsibility to achieve success in curriculum implementation and development. Let us now proceed to the curriculum stakeholders. A curriculum is influenced by many stakeholders, and each has their own contribution and significant part. First is the learners are at the core of the curriculum. In the old view, students mere recipients of the curriculum, and now it is changing. The learners are the very reason a curriculum is developed, and they are the one who directly influenced by it. Learners have a dynamic participation from the planning, designing, implementing, and evaluating. However, the degree of their involvement is dependent on their maturity, wherein the learners make or break a curriculum implementation by their active or non-active involvement. Learners, together with the teachers, put action to the curriculum. That's why curricularist plays a vital role in the students because learners make their curriculum alive. Let us remind that in written curriculum that does not consider the students will have a little chance to succeed. Curriculum is intended for different levels, and sometimes we made modifications to provide efficient and quality education for each learners. Teachers are curricularists. Teachers are stakeholders who plan, design, teach, implement, and evaluate the curriculum. Teachers are the most important person in curriculum implementation. Planning and writing the curriculum are the primary roles of the teacher. A teacher is a curriculum maker, or he or she rewrites a curriculum daily through a lesson plan, a unit plan, and a yearly plan. Teachers are also a designer and developer. Teachers also designs, enriches, and modifies the curriculum to suit the learner's characteristics. Teachers are part of textbook committees, teacher selection boards, school education committee, or textbook or module writers themselves. Teachers' influence upon learners cannot be measured. Better teachers fosters better learning, and teachers not just stop there. They also continue their professional development to contribute to the success of the curriculum implementation, as well as teachers should have full knowledge of the program philosophy, content, and components of curriculum and ways of teaching. When curriculum has already been written, the teacher's role will implement it. However, teachers are reflective persons. They put their hearts to what they do, and they are very mindful in the center of everything they do. And there are some rules of teachers do in curriculum implementation. First, guiding, facilitating, and directing the activities of the learners. Second, choosing the activities and methods to be utilized. Third, choosing the materials that are necessary for the activity. Fourth, evaluating the whole implementation process. And lastly, making a decision whether to continue, modify, or terminate the curriculum. All these roles are very crucial to achieve success in the implementation, from facilitating, choosing the right activity and materials, evaluating, and making decisions about the curriculum. The role of the teacher are very much crucial, and if these roles are not successfully done, it could lead to educational failure. Truly, the teachers has the great stake in the curriculum. Curriculum planning, designing, and implementing are in the hands of a good teacher. In the educational setting, it is clear that teacher has a very significant role in the curriculum development. School leaders and curriculum manager. Aside from teachers who has a significant role in the curriculum implementation, in school organization, there is always a curriculum manager or a school administrator. In fact, for school principals, one of their functions is being a curriculum manager. School leaders or curriculum manager supervise curriculum implementation, select and recruit new teacher, admit students, procure equipment and materials needed, plan for improvement of school facilities, employ strategies to meet the needs of teachers and learners like buildings, books, library, and other needed resources. School heads must also know their part or function in innovating the curriculum. Other than that, school heads also need consider all the other stakeholders like parents, students, and teachers as well to see to it that curriculum implementation is implemented as it should be. Beside from students, teachers, and school administration, parents are also part of other stakeholders. Parents are significant school partners and also part of a curriculum. And we can consider as the best supporter of school. School have one way of engaging parents' cooperation through Brigada Eskwela and co-curricular activities such as Boy Scout and Girl Scout and science camp and etc. Parents may not be directly involved in implementation, but they are important partner for the success of any curricular endeavor. Some observations on how parents help shape the curriculum in schools are the following. First, a school composed of positively involved parents have better achievements than the school with uninvolved parents. Next, there is better communication between home and school, lesser disciplinary problems, and higher motivation. Parents can help see to it that what children learn in school are practiced at home, follow up lessons, and are able to provide materials for learning that are not in school. They give permission for children to participate in activities outside the school campus. In most schools, parents' associations are organized and it is provided by the law to expand school learning activity. Many school projects and activities are supported by this organization like school-based management that makes school projects and activities to support the organization. And lastly, considered as the best practice in most performing schools. Community as a curriculum resources and learning environment. We're all knew this African proverbs from the former US First Lady Hillary Clinton, which is it takes the whole village to educate the child. And it's definitely true. This only means that a teacher alone could not educate a child, or the child could not just learn through a teacher, but the whole community or different stakeholders should be helping each other to give a child the right education that he or she deserves through a well-constructed and well-implemented curriculum. Schools in the community, hence the community is the extended learning environment or the extended school ground. All the barangay leaders, citizens, and residents in the community have a stake in the curriculum. Bigger school community that becomes the venue of learning. Other than that, the rich natural and human resources of the community can assist in educating the children. The community is a reflection of the school's influence, and the school is a reflection of the community support. And we can conclude that success of implementation requires resources. Stakeholders should have harmonious relationship with each other so that the curriculum implemented will be successful and achieving its goals. No stakeholders should be left behind or taken for granted because each one has their own role to play that only they can do. There are other important stakeholders in curriculum implementation and development. These other stakeholders may not have direct influence in school curriculum, but these agencies or organizations are involved in the planning, design, implementation, and evaluation of the school curriculum. To name a few, here are the list of other stakeholders. First, we have the government agencies, and these agencies are DepEd, TESDA, and CHED. And these agencies are trifocalized agencies that have regulatory and mandatory authorities over the implementation of the curricula. We have the DepEd or the Department of Education, which is the executive department of the Philippine government that responsible for ensuring access to promoting equity and improving the quality of the basic education. We have the TESDA. It serves as the Philippine Technical Vocational Education and Training Authority to manage and supervise the Philippine technical education and skills development. We also have the CHED. It covers both public and private higher education institution, and the government is represented by the DepEd or the Department of Education for the basic education curricula, and the CHED for the tertiary and graduate education curricula. These two government agencies have a mandatory and regulatory powers over the implementation of any curricula. Next, we have the Professional Regulation Commission or the PRC and the Civil Service Commission or the CSC. These agencies that certifies and issues teachers' licenses to qualify one to teach and affirms and confirms the appointment of teachers in the public schools. And they has the higher stake in school curricula. And lastly, we have the local government unit or the LGU. Includes the municipal government and barangay officials, and some of the teachers are paid through the budget of the LGUs. And they also construct school buildings, provide equipment, support the professional development of teachers, and provide school supplies and books. They are the big supporters in the implementation of a school curriculum. They are being asked by the curriculum specialist to contribute in curriculum review because they have the voice in licensure examinations, curriculum enhancement, and many more. Often, professional organizations are those of which profession like teachers' organizations, lawyers' organizations, medical doctors' associations, engineer organizations, and many others. Aside from the government agencies, let's have now the non-government agencies and professional organizations. These agencies are organizations and foundations that have main function support education. To name a few, this includes the following. First, the Gawad Kalinga or the GK. It builds communities means to include education. Full support of Gawad Kalinga to early childhood education is very significant. A school from preschool and out of school youth have been established in each village. Second, the Synergia, a foundation that supports basic education through reading, science, mathematics, and English. We have the Metrobank Foundation. It supports continuing teacher development programs. So those are the non-government agencies. And now we have the professional organization. First, we have the Philippine Association for Teachers Education or the PAFTE. Next, we have the State Universities and Colleges Teachers Educators Associations or the SOCTE, National Organization of Science Teachers and Educators or the NOSTE, and lastly, we have the Mathematics Teachers Association of the Philippines or the MTAP. In school curriculum, whether big or small, it is influenced by many stakeholders. Each one has a contribution and influence in what should be replaced, modified, and substitute in current curriculum. Each one has a significant part or mark in specific development in change process of curriculum development. So that would be all, and thank you for listening.